Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? El día de hoy les traemos una súper práctica para que puedan medir si están listos para su entrevista. En algunas oficinas te hacen la entrevista dos oficiales, un oficial te hace la primera porción de la entrevista y otro oficial te hace la segunda porción. En este video así lo hemos hecho y también vas a encontrar que la N400 no tiene orden, no hay un orden específico, así también te lo pueden hacer en tu entrevista. Todo esto es para que tú puedas practicar y si te toca este escenario no te sientas fuera de lugar, sientas que es algo que ya has practicado en repetidas ocasiones. Ya sabes que si le encuentras valor a estos videos, si te resultan útil y te gustaría que hiciéramos más videos, deja tu like, que es muy importante. Nosotros nos basamos en ese tipo de likes, en ver qué videos les gusta más y qué videos les sirve más en realidad para poder hacer más videos como este. Recuerda estar suscrito para que no te pierdas ninguna de nuestras prácticas y tampoco los videos que te ayudan pues a prepararte. Ya sabes que si requieres ayuda y quieres tener una preparación más exacta, no tienes mucho tiempo para estudiar y no tienes mucho inglés, puedes adquirir nuestro curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. En esa página vas a encontrar un curso que tiene un orden específico paso a paso cómo te debes de preparar para estar bien preparado para tu entrevista. Este curso lo puedes estudiar a tus propios tiempos y a tu propio ritmo. Además, cuentas con el apoyo de nuestro equipo ayudándote a formular tus respuestas y sobre todo cómo se apega a tu caso. Entonces ya sabes, si quieres tener la mejor preparación, recuerda adquirir nuestro curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. Muy bien, vamos a la práctica del día de hoy. Mucha suerte. Hello, my name is Officer Sanchez and today I will be conducting your citizenship interview. Can you please raise your right hand? Thank you. Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down and you can take a seat.
Thank you.
Can you please show me your appointment letter?
Here it is.
Just show it to me.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you have your permanent resident card, your passport, and ID? Can you show them to me too?
Okay, here they are.
Thank you. Feel free to get some hand sanitizer.
Thank you.
What is your full legal name?
Jorge Alvarez Ramos.
Have you used a different name?
No.
Would you like to change your name?
Yes, I would like to remove my middle name.
Okay. What is your date of birth?
March 10th, 1985.
And where were you born?
I was born in Cuba.
Okay. What is your current address?
382 Lincoln Avenue, Miami, Florida.
Can you spell the name of the street for me?
LINCOLN.
Thank you. How long have you been living at this address?
For 3 years.
Okay. Who lives at this address with you?
My wife and my children.
Were your parents married before your 18th birthday?
Yes.
Are either of your parents U.S. citizens?
No.
When did you become a permanent resident?
May 5th, 2016.
And how did you become a permanent resident?
My father petitioned me.
What is your height and your weight?
I am 5 feet 8 inches tall and I weigh 185 pounds.
What is your phone number?
305-503-3305.
Okay, and can you please give me an email?
Jorge Alvarez 85@email.com.
Okay, perfect. What do you do for a living?
I am a property manager.
And how long have you been working there?
For 3 years.
What do you do in your job?
I create contracts and agreements.
Okay. What was your job back in your country of origin?
I was a delivery driver.
Okay. What is your marital status?
I am married.
How many times have you been married?
Only one time.
Have you been married back in your country of origin?
No, never.
What is your spouse's name?
Ana Alvarez.
Can you please spell the name for me?
ANAALVAREZ.
Is your spouse a U.S. citizen?
No, she is not.
Okay. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2 children.
Are any of your children U.S. citizens?
Yes, they are both U.S. citizens.
And what are the ages of your children?
4 years old and 2 years old.
And what is your relationship with your children?
Can you repeat the question?
They are your biological children or stepchildren?
They are my biological children.
Okay, in the last 5 years, how many times have you traveled out of the United States in total?
5 times in total.
Okay, when was the last time that you traveled out of the United States?
December 20th, 2021.
Okay, how many days was this trip for?
For 10 days.
And what was the purpose of this trip?
I went to visit family.
Okay. Since you submitted your application, have you traveled again?
Can you ask me the question in a different way?
Since you sent your application for the citizenship, have you traveled again out of the United States?
No.
Have you ever spent more than 6 months out of the United States in any trip?
No.
Okay, now I'm gonna do the civic questions. I don't know if you remember, but you have to answer 6 correct. If you answer 6 correct, I'm not gonna keep asking you more. But in this case, you have to answer at least 6 out of 10. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is an amendment?
A change to the Constitution.
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
What is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution.
Name 2 national U.S. holidays.
Independence Day, Thanksgiving.
Who does a U.S. senator represent?
All people of the state.
What does the judicial branch do?
Reviews laws.
We elect a U.S. senator for how many years?
6.
Who was the first president?
George Washington.
When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4, 1776.
Name 1 American Indian tribe in the United States.
Cherokee.
Perfect. Congratulations, you approved that portion of the interview. Now we're going to do the reading and writing test. First, can you please read the following sentence?
When is Flag Day?
Thank you. Now, can you please write the following sentence? Flag Day is in June. Flag Day is in June. Flag Day is in June. This is how you write Flag Day is in June. Perfect. Congratulations. You also approved this portion of the interview.
Now please answer yes or no to the following questions. Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, or in any way associated, either directly or indirectly with, the Communist Party?
No.
Any other totalitarian party?
No.
A terrorist organization?
No.
Can you tell me what communism is?
Communism is no freedom.
Can you give me an example of a country with communism?
Cuba is a country with communism.
Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person, or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person?
No.
Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training?
No.
Did you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group?
No.
Have you ever been a habitual drunkard?
No.
Have you ever been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution?
No.
Have you ever sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics?
No.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Have you ever married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit?
No.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter or try to enter the United States illegally?
No.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony?
No.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No.
Can you tell me what a habitual drunkard is?
Someone who drinks too much alcohol.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No.
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
And why is that? Why have you never voted in the United States?
Because I'm not a U.S. citizen, and only U.S. citizens are allowed to vote.
Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups? Military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization?
No.
Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following? Prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay?
No.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so?
No.
Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you?
No.
Can you tell me what deportation means?
When the federal government expels you from the United States.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays?
No.
Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution?
No.
Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes?
No.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident?
No.
When was the last time that you filed your taxes?
I filed my taxes this year.
Have you ever advocated the overthrow of any government by force or violence?
No.
Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No.
Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way with the Nazi government of Germany?
No.
Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that helped or supported people in combat?
No.
Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer for any reason?
No.
Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
No.
Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States?
No.
Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings?
No.
Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following: genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion?
No.
Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or a rehabilitative program?
No.
Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled?
No.
Have you ever been in jail or prison?
No.
Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense?
No.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense?
No.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
What is an oath of allegiance?
A promise to be loyal to the United States.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian directions?
Yes.
Okay, at this moment, I am going to recommend your application as approved. Congratulations.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te fue con la práctica? Espero te ha ido excelente. Déjame saber en los comentarios qué otro tipo de entrevista te gustaría que hiciéramos. Si te resultó útil, no olvides dejar tu like. Si necesitas más ayuda, recuerda, ofrecemos nuestro curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. Muy bien, nos vemos en el próximo video. Que tengan un excelente día. Chao.